Hey, what's up guys? It's been a long time since I filmed a video on YouTube. Today I'm gonna build a PC. So this is my PC layout over there. My laptop and two monitors, which is not really good looking. So I bought a lot of stuff and I'm gonna build them up today. So this is what I have bought. That's the case, Ryzen 5 1600, not 1600X. It's the first generation, it's not second generation. And that's a monitor. It's a 4K TV actually, but I'm gonna use it as a monitor because I checked out the specifications. Subchroma sampling 42424 and HDMI 2.0, 60 Hz, 4K. It's gonna output those stuff. It's gonna be good. And that here, GeForce 1060. Finally, it's under 300 euros now in Germany. The cost me exactly 299.80 euros. And then, yeah, so that can output HDMI 2.0 as well. And then, so of course I got HDMI 2.0 cable here. Otherwise, I cannot, otherwise it will not have enough bandwidth. And this one here, this is RAM. RAM is still expensive. 16 gigabytes, so 8-inch DDR4-3000. I think I'm gonna overclock it to 3200 because this motherboard supports 3200 clock of RAM. This is socket AM4. It's for AMD Ryzen CPUs. Of course, I'm gonna overclock Ryzen 5 1600 to 4 gigahertz. Not exactly sure. 3.9 gigahertz. 3.9. Maybe it's doable. And then what else? Yeah, this is the power, 650 watts. It's non-modular, so it's much cheaper than modular ones. And then since the router is far away from here, I bought this wireless LAN, both Bluetooth and Intel Bluetooth and Wi-Fi supported here. It supports 5 gigahertz, so I think it's gonna be fast enough. It's got an antenna as well, so that I will have good connections. Then also I bought 4 fans, for cooling fans for the case. I don't think 4 of them is necessary, probably 2 is enough. But they were not that expensive, and this case here, I can mount 4 fans in total, 3 in the front, 1 in the back. So that's why I bought it. This was pretty cheap. So this supports PWM, pulse width modulation, and then the motherboard here has like three sets of pins for this pulse width modulation pins. So one is for CPU, the other 2 is for the fans, external fans that I can use. So I have 4 of them, so that's why I bought this Y-split cable. No, sorry, this is SSD. Oh, I didn't talk about SSD. The SSD, Samsung 250 gigahertz M.2. I can plug into PCI Express, which supported by this one, so it's gonna be fast enough. And then, yeah, the cable, Y-split cable for pulse width modulation. There are 2 of them here, so I can power 4 fans with 2 of these. And then, what else did I talk about? Yeah, this one's Toshiba 2 terabytes hard disk drive. It was so cheap because, yeah, this is hard drive disk drive industry this business will soon be gone. We're all using SSD now. And then, yeah, I'm gonna post the exact price of these stuff. Okay, so I just put it in. Kind of weird, the resolution over there is just cut. I think there must be a work around it. Fan info to change to pulse width modulation. I'm gonna install my favorite operating system, Ubuntu, of course. Okay, so I got input lag fixed. Input lag is good actually. I think it's as good as the monitor that I used to use. The thing was I had to change the picture mode to game. Then input lag is much better than other modes. I don't know why. Here, there are some other options here. If I choose other options, input lag gets worse. So I have to go for a game. And then some presets that I like to use. I normally have backlight 100, contrast 70, sharpness, color, tint. I don't know, just never mind. And then also there was this thing that in general I have to go through. This thing was the key. Where was it? Yeah, HDMI Ultra HD color. I have to turn this on so that it outputs 60 Hz 4K nicely. And then now I have the only one problem that has to be solved is that this is zoomed in again. I don't know why. I had the same problem with some other monitor. Okay, so I found out the answer. So the G.Skill has to be turned on, and then now it's 100% normal zoom. It's really nice. Now it's 4K 43 inches. God, it's amazing. I can have like so many screens and everything. Now, okay, now we're in the BIOS settings now. I'm gonna clock button here. Click expert. I've been told online that 3950 megahertz, that's okay deal. 3.8 gigahertz, that was kind of the maximum frequency I was able to achieve with not so crazy settings. Here, you know, this like OC Genie 4, overclock Genie 4, MSI provides this thing, but the fan is really loud. It just probably turns on the maximum fan speed. I don't like that. And this one, profile 1, profile 2, you can set RAM clock speed, which I did for the second profile. So DDR speed, it's about almost 32,900 megahertz. It's good advanced settings, overclock. So I did 38 here. And then an DRAM setting profile 2, which gives me this setting here. And then stuff here, CPU 1.4, NB SoC 1.15, DRAM 1.4. And then I'll show you some stress tests I've done. Yeah, the thing is that stress test didn't really go well with above 3.8 gigahertz. When I tried with 3.9 gigahertz, when I did the stress test, computer just froze, so I couldn't do it further. Okay, let's go to the main. Okay, let's run some stress test here. It's doing a lot of calculation, and the fan speed goes loud, and then all 12 threads are working 100%. And here you can see the CPU clock speed is almost about 3.8 gigahertz. This is not changing, it's supposed to change. Yeah. Every 1 second it's showing me the number 3.8 gigahertz. So I have seen some people who reached even 4.0 or 4 gigahertz Ryzen 1600 with some settings, but I couldn't even go to 3.9 gigahertz. Well, I could have changed the CPU voltage from 1.4 to 1.45 or even 1.5 volts, but I didn't want to take any risks because I had a bad experience with frying up my motherboard and or CPU, so I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, CPU clock speed goes to 3 gigahertz back. Let's run the stress test again, and then it's working fine. And then I am also gonna stress test my GPU as well and overclock my GPU. Okay, so it seems like CPU is we're overclocked. Okay, so I didn't overclock anything yet. Among the performance levels here, 0 to 3, now it's running at 0 because nothing serious GPU calculation is running on. By the way, in order to enable these settings, you have to write coolbit 28 in your Xorg configuration. You can easily look it up online. Okay, this is the GPU test I downloaded online, which runs on Linux. Frames per second show about 39 frames per second. Set latency or delay 39. Then it's now running at performance level 3. Reading here, graphics clock, memory transfer rate 38. Okay, let's try overclocking this now. 100 and 200. Okay, now it's overclocked. Oh, now it reads 40 frames per second. 25, 24. Okay, let's try 150. Now it reads about 40 frames per 40, even to 41. Okay, I saw how people post their results. It seems like this is kind of a safe bet, 200. Shouldn't really go more than that. And this one can go all the way to 1000, apparently. Okay, let's try 500 and 200 here. Try 700. 24 still, 23 milliseconds. Okay, so that's it for the graphics card overclocking. You can write a script like this, NVIDIA overclock.sh, and let this run when it starts up so that it will always remember the overclocked settings. Add command. Okay, just put it, and then the numbers are written there. It's working fine. So I'm really satisfied with everything here. My computer, my desktop there. But thing is, I don't know if it's NVIDIA graphics card thing or what. The communication between the monitor, the TV monitor, and my desktop. There's a time when the screen gets black, and then a couple of seconds just stays black and goes back to the normal screen again. But so I've been using this 4K TV 43-inch LG monitor as LG TV as a monitor, and then I told you so the video was filmed 2 months ago because I bought it 2 months ago, and I've been using it for 2 months now. And the monitor blinking thing was really annoying. It's been happening for the past 2 months, every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like randomly. And finally find out the reason. The reason was the cable here. This HDMI 2.0 cable is 3 meters. And then I don't know if this cable is faulty or maybe the fact that cable is too long, the signals can get attenuated or something like that. So this blinking thing was really annoying. So today I somehow guessed it has to do with cable. So I bought a new one, Amazon Basics HDMI 2.0 cable, 1.8 meters. And I've been using computer now for 43 minutes. And there's not a single blink, and it's working fine. So the cable was the reason. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.